This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is an intraday webinar for the morning of Monday, the 30th of September. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Okay, we've got a... looking at ES, we're seeing a bit of retracement here. I have a look at the stats for the last day of September and the first day of October. The stats lean slightly bullish for both, but actually, if you just look at the data since 2002, then it's about 33% green closes today. So leaning towards seeing a red close today, and we've got about 60% bullish stats for tomorrow. In the short term, we're currently below the weekly pivot. We've been as low as about 57.74, I think, and I am wondering about a possible test of this head and shoulder neckline, which I've got in the 57.30 area, but it's not the only option. I'm thinking we may well be forming a topping pattern here, and we've got this lovely rising wedge, which we've also got on SPX, which I think is going to hold in the action from here. Could we see a retest of the high? Yeah, maybe. And if we do, I'd be leaning towards seeing that tomorrow. We don't have an obvious topping pattern on NQ either. We've got a possible neckline down here in about the 19,800 area, but again, if we retested the high, that could actually set up, retest this high here, that could set up a possible daily RSI 5 sell signal brewing on NDX, and we will see how that goes. So looking at RTY, I'm still wondering about this bull flag which broke up. It's not a bad looking bull flag. We've got quite a bit of negative divergence. We will see. But the flag target, if it makes it, would be this the retest of this high here in about the 2305 area. On YM, didn't have a sell signal here on the hourly chart, but if it did, it would be making target. Wondering about the possible head and shoulder neckline here in about the 42.40 area, and thinking that we might be heading towards that. Again, retest the high, could set up a short-term double top. On DAX, nice looking rising megaphone here. Looks like a bull flag forming here, or at least may well be. And wondering about a retest the high to set up a double top. And on ESTX, we had a 6-minute sell signal, and that's actually made target overnight. So holding the weekly pivot so far. The stars last week were DAX and ESTX, and they're still looking pretty strong. This is holding the weekly pivot very nicely. We'll see. All right, let's have a look at those on the bigger picture charts. Okay. All right, looking at ES, we had an RSI 5 daily sell signal fix on Friday, and I am leaning towards that delivering fairly soon. We've got a nice looking rising wedge here, and we've got a very nice looking rising wedge on the daily chart, which I'm showing on, hang on 1 second. Right, showing here on the hourly chart. It is very nice. We will see. I've got this blown up on the 15-minute chart. It's peach. Thinking it'll top out within here, either form a head and shoulders or a double top, and then we are likely starting a retracement. We've got, obviously, I've mentioned we've got a daily RSI 5 sell signal fixed on SPX. We've got a weak RSI 5 sell signal brewing on SPX, and if we close in this area today, then that will fix too. All right, let's have a look at NDX. NDX, we're not going to get a sell signal unless we see a retest the high, but we could easily get one if we do see a retest the high. So I'm wondering if we might possibly see that today or tomorrow. On the hourly chart, we've got a nice looking rising wedge here. We haven't got one on the NQ chart, but it's pretty nice here. If I blow that up, that is very nice. Not quite as nice as the SPX one. The anchor isn't quite as nice, but it's a nice pattern. Nice trend lines, and I think we're likely topping out within this as well. Looking at Dow, we've got a possible RSI 5 sell signal brewing, and that is pretty close to trying to fix. But I'm thinking we might see a bit of a rally today or tomorrow, possibly a retest of that high. But here we've actually broken back below the daily. Sorry, no, we haven't broken back below the daily movement, but I've got that as a target. We've got on the hourly chart, nothing really to mention. We've broken over this obvious resistance here, and I've got a shorter term channel which it's finding resistance at, and we don't have currently a topping pattern. I'm really waiting to see topping patterns on all of these. I think we're likely starting a retracement stroke consolidation here. I'm not expecting the really big reversal patterns that I was looking at a few days ago have pretty much gone now, but I think a decent retracement is very much on the cards. Now, looking at IWM, we've got a nice looking flag here, and that is broken up, and I'm wondering about a test of the flag target at 224.17. We will see how that goes. On the 15-minute chart, no current divergence, and I'm wondering, I was once starting to wonder about a retest this high here at 227.85, but unless we see a break up on the others, that seems unlikely. 224.17, on the other hand, does look within reach. Looking at the daily chart, no current divergence, and we're not going to get any. We've come too low on the RSI 5 here. Wondering whether we're forming a flag, and wondering whether that flag actually might be this initial flag that's broken up could be A, B, C, maybe come back and test the daily middle band. We will see. But the daily middle band is the sort of target I'm thinking we could easily reach on retracements on most of these. So we will see whether we do. Okay, let's have a look at DX. DX, we have nice looking possible nested double bottom here, and I'm thinking looking at metals as well, which look as though we may see a retracement soon. I'm wondering whether this might actually deliver. ZB, we're seeing a bit of a rally here. We're still on a sell signal on the hourly chart, so I'm leaning towards this double bottom breaking up and maybe playing out up into maybe the 126.10 area. And possibly a retest this high, although that might be a stretch. We do also have a daily buy signal fixed on TNX, which is bearish for ZB. So after this rally, I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to head down again. CL, we had a 60-minute buy signal. That's reached the possible near miss target, failing at the weekly pivot so far. Overall, lean is down into a target in the 63.57 area, which is a test of the 2024 low. NG, this is looking beautiful on the daily chart. Now it could break up. But we've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed here. We've got a possible daily RSI 5 sell signal brewing. And we've got a nice looking double top here. I'm thinking this is probably going to reverse. So we will see. And if I'm right on that post I posted a few days ago on the bigger picture, then that could be the start of a move to take us down into the 1.52 area. GC back below the weekly pivot. Sell signal is made target. Bigger picture, I'm wondering about a retracement. We've already got daily sell signals fixed on GDX and GDXJ, and I'm looking at some decent looking reversal setups on SI, where we've got a little level top here, which is broken down towards the 30.6 area, and we've got daily negative divergence on HG. Bit of a rejection here, and leaning towards seeing... Apologies. Leaning towards seeing some more retracement. We will see. All right. Looking at KC, nice looking double top. Thinking that might play out to the downside. Still on the 60-minute sell signal. SB could be forming a head and shoulders here. To go lower, that would have a target in about the 20.8 area, I think. On CC, nice looking little retracement. Not seeing anything compelling saying this is a significant turn and this could be a bull flag forming. On wheat, still wondering whether this IHS that broke up might make target, and if it does, it'll go considerably higher. Quite liking that on the daily chart too. Corn, obvious target would be this possible inverse head and shoulder neckline in about the 424 area. And soy, the obvious next target would be this possible IHS neckline in about the 1087 area. Not seeing anything compelling saying these are about to reverse back down again. On cotton, nice looking double top. Broke down and played out to target. I'm wondering whether we might see a larger retracement here. On lumber, should be retesting this high here at 547.89. Nothing suggesting really here that it won't, although we do have a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed on live cattle rather. Possible little double top, 60-minute sell signal fixed. Wondering if we'll see a retracement possibly to target here in about the 180.5 area. I'm not really watching the monthly pivot as a level here because it's only the monthly pivot for today. And on lean hogs, we've got bit of a retracement going on here. Sell signals already made target. May well be a bull flag forming. All right, great. Just to recap on ES, no questions. So just to recap on ES, I think we are likely topping out here. Stats for today, lean bearish, and stats for tomorrow, lean bullish. I'm wondering about possible retests of the high. I'd love to see one on NQ because we haven't got a sell signal brewing there at the moment. And if we see a retest of this high on NQ, then that will get a possible daily RSI5 sell signal brewing there. I think we're looking at topping out short term in terms of retracement. We'll see whether I'm right. All right, great. Cheers. In that case, I'll have everything posted as soon as possible. I'll catch you guys later.